Libra, welcome to your in-depth open reading. So the Sunday Shuffle has largely been open reads, which is to say non-placement specific or no themes, right? And I've been enjoying them quite a bit. And all the collectives at some point have touched on something where I'm like, I wish I could push this further. But the Sunday Shuffle has to be shorter. And I thought, you know what? Let's do it. Let's take one of the open reads downstairs to the big table and go in depth with it. I'll clarify as much as I want or in as much as I need to pursue something. Lots of oracles, you name it. And then we'll see what happens. So if you like what you see here today, if you'd like to see more in-depth open read, I can include this in the general rotation. Just let me know in the comments. Yeah, I'll do these more often. And like I said, I'll rotate it like the Celtic Cross and the general overview, that kind of thing. Yeah. But yeah, like always, regardless, what hits the table is what hits the table. So take it resonates, leave it does not. It may or may not be for you. You know, these are general collective readings, not one-to-one private. So if it does not resonate at all, this is normal. Check your other placements. You will find yourself in there somewhere. Show me that Libra energy, please. Speaking of that Libra energy, mine has been talking to me, and I feel like it's time, you know. I'm feeling like it's time. I'm not sure that the purple glass rose is part of my aesthetic anymore. Don't get me wrong. My favorite color will always be purple. And I love roses, right? But I'm not feeling that anymore so much. My aesthetic, I think, is changing. It's a Libra thing. I've got 5 placements in Libra, you guys. This is my chart. Scorpio, Aries, Sag, Libra. That's it. So when I feel the energy, it's because I can. It's not diversified. Most people are like, I have this and I have that and I have this. I'm like, I got 4 things. And that's just the plain old birth chart. I'm not talking about the nodes, south node, or none of that. Just sun, moon, rising, Venus, da 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 blah. Okay. That's it. That's it. So when I'm feeling Saggy, I'm feeling Saggy. It's pretty straightforward. Aries is Aries and Scorpio is Scorpio. But when Libra hits, it's like, oh, honey, you know that person. Okay. Well, of course you know that person. You are that person. Who am I talking to? You are that person, or you're like me. When you walk into someone else's house, you have that moment where you're like, that over there is approximately 1/2 inches off. That's me. And I have friends who I've been going to their house for years. They're used to me. I will go over there and I'll just be like, just like, let her do it. I'm that person. I'm not trying to judge anybody or their space or what's in it, but it's something I have to do. I don't know how to explain it. Like literally before I hit the record button for your message, my necklace was over here like that a little bit. And I'm like, how could you be any other way? So when I feel that Libra energy, it's no joke. Speaking of which, I hope you have enjoyed your season. Let's see, I'm trying to think. Let's see when these years come out. Yeah, we will still, this one message should still be within your season by the time it comes out. So once more, happy birthday to you. You know, I hope you've had an opportunity to celebrate yourself and in good company, and that people who love you, who you are, the way you are, and celebrates you accordingly. You know? All right. Show me that. Libra, collective energy. What's going on, please, for Libra? Show me that. Libra, collective energy. Show me that Libra, collective energy. I met a Libra who is worse than me, though. Yeah, we went to a mutual friend's house once, and she's just walked in and she's like, I'm not sure about the color palette scheme. Anyway, and that was it. That's it. That's all she had to say. I got stories, honey. I got so many stories. It's like, how do you know you're talking to a Libra? Page of Cups, the Knight of Wands, Ace of Pentacles. Ooh. Uh-huh. Do you see that? Page for page, Knight for Knight, Pentacle for Pentacle, but this one is different. Okay, your opening is the Queen of Wands. Now, this is the only placement I have, and that is for the overall concept of what you are feeling and or experiencing as a person. Your overall flow, if you will. So that's the Queen of Wands. That's looking good. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling confident, right? I'm feeling sexy. I'm feeling myself. I got goals. I got passion. I got drive. I got strive. Get out of the way, right? You know. Queen of Wands is rock and roll, man. She takes no prisoners, and she doesn't apologize for being who she is. So, creative, passionate, all that stuff we were talking about. That's a lovely overall energy to have. Be you male or female, that's not the point. It's the energy behind it. You can be a King of Wands, and I would have said the same. Okay? Now, your top line is lovely. Again, I'm going to point out to you, past and future orientation isn't going to be really here today unless I see it upon clarification. So right now, I kind of got, you're like, I'm open to a new adventure. Right? And I think I've seen that for you before, so this could be a continuation of that concept. Hi, if you're new, my name's Christina. I'm a little different. I don't know if you picked up on that yet. So Page of Cups, Knight of Wands, Ace of Pentacles. Just like, you know what? Yeah, I could be open to a new adventure. I could do that. I feel good. I look good. I am good. Right? So I don't know what the Ace of Pentacles is to you. Could be a brand new opportunity in work that you are very excited about. It could be, you're also showing me cups. So we got a little cup, we got some fire, we got some earth here. So the idea is all these elements are in place that no matter what you point your energy in, it feels good. In other words, you're open, you're optimistic, your heart is open, your enthusiasm is here, and the reality of the construct is also here. And you're kind of saying, I'm open. I'm open to take on something that's real and solid and valid. Let's do this. Let's go. It could be that you are opening your energy up towards someone else and offering them that. I don't know. I don't know. It looks good. And then something over here is like, okay, page for page, I'm meeting your page. Okay, night for night. My stuff's a little slower than yours, but yeah. Yeah. It's interesting when I see, like, you see what I'm saying? Page for page, night for night. And the energy's different. So, yeah, good chance it's not you. So, Four of Pentacles, however. Someone's trying to open up and can't, and they're being conservative, and that's fine. There's a difference between holding back the full blast of our energy because we want to go slow and someone who's just like, I'm too afraid to open up, in which case I don't know why they're trying. Or that's you and your reaction to this person. So that's interesting. You're like, I don't know about that one. I was like, but you just told me you were open to an offer. And you're like, yeah, but that may not be new. Or it may not be an offer that you want. I don't know. Either way, somebody's giving me conservative vibes. I don't know about that. You know, and that's fine. It's not just about holding on. It's also about holding back. I'm not giving to this. I don't know how to let it go. But I don't know how to give to it either. It's kind of like that. We'll see, because you're telling me you're open. So we'll see. Let's see what's going on. Show me that Queen of Wands, please. Show me that Queen of Wands right there on the split, too. Queen of Wands, and also the Wheel of Fortune as discussed. So it took you some time to get to this place of feeling good about you. You know? You had to work at it, having that brightness, that enthusiasm, that passion, vivaciousness for life, yeah? Show me. Show me that Queen of Wands. Show me that Queen of Wands. Show me that Queen of Wands. Show me that Queen of Wands, please, for Libra. The Hierophant. The Sun. Oh, the Fool. You are so dedicated to yourself. That's absolutely beautiful. You are very dedicated to yourself. I love this. Oh, that's so lovely. Oh, you're just so happy and sunshiny. I don't know if you're a Libra that's in a commitment just yet. I'm not defaulting to that right now. I'm reading it as higher self energy. You've really made a strong dedication to your higher self to do the best by you, for you. And it puts you in this lovely position of being confident and full of life. Okay. But you're saying you're open to the warmth of the sun and you're very dedicated to this. So Hierophant, bare minimum, represents permission, commitment. Yes, no, this is what I sign up for. This is what I do not sign up for, right? And you're saying I sign up to me. I commit to me. I give myself permission to be open. I want to be open and full of life. I choose to be happy. I don't want any agendas when I start out on a new adventure. I just want to act and live through the flow that is right for me. And how do you do that? You know who you are, and you dedicate yourself to who you are. And when you know who you are, and you are dedicated and committed to it, you can be open to anything. I'm not saying you won't have hard times or troubles or unexpected things, but the point is that you will have a more positive disposition to being open and awake, as opposed to being closed off, angry, bitter, distrustful, resentful, whatever else. And it's like, I know who I am. And I take a lot of pride and sunshine in that, but also I have the free will of the Fool. There's nothing I can't open up to if I will it. Very good. That's beautiful. That is absolutely beautiful. Major, major, major. Really dedicated to your own sense of self, and not just a selfish sense of pursuit of happiness. It's just that I believe I should be happy first, and then I understand what happiness is with someone else. Exactly. Everything begins with the self. Everything begins with the self, including commitment. Commit to yourself. Committing that you want to be happy. Committing to yourself that I want to be open. You know, these things are choices, and they're not easy choices. You have to work towards them every day until you get familiar with them every day, and they're not strangers to you. That way the Hierophant's not a stranger to you, the Sun is not a stranger to you, the Fool's not a stranger to you. You know these elements, and you want them, and you open yourself up towards them. Bright and sunny, it's beautiful. You can't teach this to people. You just can't. You cannot teach this to people. You either you learn it the hard way, but the odds of that, having gone through some serious shit and come out the other side saying I know who I am, it's not great. But if you can actually achieve that, that's amazing. That's absolutely amazing. Knowing who you are and staying true to yourself in the whole process, it's amazing. You can't teach that, though. You have to learn it. It's a spiritual journey. That's what the Fool is. He literally starts off tarot with the spiritual journey. The Fool. He is 0. He is the set point for everything else after. And all his adventures with the Devil and the Moon and the Tower, but also everything else, too. It's funny, I just said you can't teach it to people, but you do have to learn it. You can't really teach it. You have to learn it through experience. I don't know how else to describe it. But if you know, then you already know. You know? All right. Yeah, you do have to learn it. It can't be taught. Page of Cups. Page of Cups. Page of Cups. Page of Cups. You know those people who can study a textbook and completely blow the test out of the water, right? A+++. When it comes to the application in real life, they sink. So, I guess you can teach it, right? But applying it are two different things. Oh, yeah. I know some people who can nail the concept of commitment on paper, but to the self, to the spirit, nah. Same thing with Sun and everything else. Anyway, I just want to go back to that because it's just so amazing. It's so breathtaking. So beautiful. Page of Cups, Page of Cups, Page of Cups, Page of Cups. Now, you're not perfect. I'm about to prove that to you. But you know who you are, and that's the fundamental thing in all this. Page of Cups, 10 of Wands, 3 of Swords. Yeah, 5 of Cups. So this is why your heart is very small. Okay. 10 of Wands, 3 of Swords, 5 of Cups. That's a lot of old pain, so the 5 of Cups automatically drags us to the past. You throw some 3 of Swords on top of it, forget about it. That's old pain of the past, and it's been very difficult for you to carry that around until one day you stopped. I don't know when you did. I have no idea. I just know that the pain is old, and it hurt you for a very long time. And it was difficult to carry with you. So at some point you stopped carrying it. You know? Again, I don't really have a strong reference for past. I just know the 5 of Cups indicates past. Okay? And past pain, specifically. Past disappointment, regret, hurt, loss, 3 of Swords. You know, hearts being stabbed, rejected. 10 of Wands, that's heavy. That's a heavy energy. Page of Cups. A little bit of heart space. Trying to open up again. I don't know how long it took you to process this. I have no idea. I just see where you are now compared to where you're coming from. And that was quite the journey. I mean, that is quite the journey. You know? It is quite the journey, and I don't want to linger in it. There's other things to focus on. I see it. I acknowledge it. All the more reason you should celebrate where you are today. You know? Because painful and heavy, painful and heavy, painful and heavy. You know? It's not worth it. You can drop that bundle. You don't need to carry it anymore. You're not a martyr. You're not meant to be. You're meant to be a human being that loves, okay? And is loved. You're not supposed to carry that around like a badge of honor. Let it go, right? But it's looking like you did that. Knight of Wands. I don't know about all the betrayals and the upset. It's not where you are anymore, okay? Knight of Wands. The Queen of Cups, excuse me, the 4 Cups, and Justice. There you are. Yeah, so I know. This is, you put in the hard work. You kind of addressed yourself and your emotional upsets and disappointments, and you realized it's not for you. Thank you. You've done your time with it. You did your bit with it, but your heart's much fuller than any disappointment you've experienced in the past, and it's just not worth it to stay there. In order to show yourself true balance, okay, you had to get on with it. And your energy started to pick up anyway. In other words, it didn't want to keep carrying this anymore. So at some point, the bigger version of your heart kicked in, took over this Four Cups and says, Libra, do we want to stay here in this unhappiness? No, we don't. We need to do what's right by us. Okay, so justice isn't just about balance in the real world. It's about the spiritual balance from within and without. Okay, what we do within shows without. That's why I say everything begins with the self. You started to practice these things. Your energy started to pick up. You started to get excited again. You started to get more in possession of who you are and not where you came from. Like I said, we don't want to keep possessing this. We got to let that go. That's heavy, heavy baggage that weighs too much. Way too much, right? And you showed yourself and your heart balance over time, doing right by you. Your energy started to pick up, and it put you in a position to start contemplating other things. Things that are actually right for you. Ace of Pentacles. Show me the Ace of Pentacles, please. Show me the Ace of Pentacles. We're just flying on through this. Let's take a look at this Ace of Pentacles. I cannot tell if this is in play or if it's yet to be. I really don't know. So let's see that. The Three of Cups, Ten of Cups, Ace of Wands. It's new, and I don't know that it's emerged yet, but it's on the precipice. Okay, congratulations. This is what happens when we put in the real work. You get real reward. You know? You see quite the progression. So I know, like I said, I'm not saying timelines that are strongly defined, excuse me. For me, in my eyes, it's like someone has the remote. The universe has the remote, and they're clicking fast forward. And there's times with Gemini, theirs was in it, right there, right then. There was no past, there was no future. It was strictly concentrated right here, right now. And it was extremely powerful and difficult and not easy. Yours has been sped up. You can see where you kind of started and where it's flowing through. I see you connecting, not once but twice, with something that feels very, very right. Ace of Pentacles and Ace of Wands. And it's going to accelerate quickly from a 3 to a 10. In other words, it's a natural course of growth, and but it's real and it's solid. I see you excited by this because it's real and solid. Ace of Pentacles. That's why you're genuinely excited about it. Ace of Wands. That's why you're genuinely excited about it, because it's coming through as a strong offer, and it has emotional growth attached to it, the promise of emotional growth from 3 to 10. So I don't know if you, 3 and 10 of Cups, I mean, it starts out with connectivity as it typically does. I don't know if you meet this person just while you're out and being social. I'm assuming it's a person because we're talking about emotional expansion between you and I are having fun and celebrating to something much more comprehensive that is the 10 of Cups. So I know it's accelerated. That's the point. That's the reason why you're legit excited by this, because it's coming across as real. Very real. I don't know if it's come to intercede in your life yet, but I do know it's a direct reflection of everything that you've done and worked hard to achieve. Okay. And it seems to be right around this time you start releasing new energy to the universe right here. When you start to get a little more excited, a little bit more curious. Wand, guys, is fire. It's not just passion. And even then, passion is never what people think it is in tarot, unfortunately. I've seen it, and I know how the people interpret it. Passion is exactly that. You can have passion for your art. Hello? You can have passion for your goals. You can have passion for your work. You're saying, I'm starting to feel good about me again. Oh, hell yes. It's getting put out into the universe, and look at what you're getting back. Okay? If you had stayed stuck back here, you wouldn't be getting this. You had to work on yourself first. And in so doing, you attract like for like. You don't want to attract any more of that? Hell no. So you had to get out of it first, yeah? So I see, like I said, I want to impress upon you that while I don't see the finer points here, I'm not teasing it out today, right? Not right now. Again, it's on fast forward. I'm not seeing the backstory of they did this, or I don't need to fucking see it. In the Libra I'm looking at, you don't need to see it either. It's just, it's the natural progress of things. If we allow it, if we work through it, it's here. We go through the punishing times and the hard times, and then we get to the other side, we get our reward. That's all you're showing me. And it's the one that you deserve. So I say take it and run with it. I just don't know if it's crossed you yet. It could do, whilst we're in the month of October, true. don't know, I'll just say take it and run with it because it looks really real. I don't know who or what it represents, but it does seem to represent emotional growth at a very fast rate. In other words, you're all in. Or you could potentially could be. You know, I don't dictate shit, neither does tarot. You get to choose if you want to engage with it at all. But you seem really happy. All right, now what's this about? Page of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles. Your energy's been established, so if it's someone else, I should be able to see it sooner rather than later. Show me that Page of Pentacles. Apologies. Page of Pentacles. Show me that Page of Pentacles. Show me that Page of Pentacles, please. The Wheel of Fortune, there it is. There's that time having passed. Five of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles. Show me that Knight of Pentacles, please. Let's see that Knight of Pentacles, please. Show me that Knight of Pentacles. Show me that Knight of Pentacles. It's much slower. It's much slower than you. Whatever that is. I hate calling it, but there's nothing wrong with that Pentacle energy, but it's very slow. I mean, it's literally Wheel of Fortune. They're saying for this page, time has passed much further out than what you're experiencing up here. What the hell is that? Or who the hell is that? Show me that Knight of Pentacles, please. I'm sorry. Somebody is suggesting here they'd like to invest low-key on working through a break. Five of Pentacles. You also started off with a 5, which makes me automatically suspect this isn't you. But then again, I said that already. Let's take a look. The Empress, the Six of Cups, Ten of Cups. Okay. I think I see. It's looking like somebody's wanting something a little too late. Let's see that Four of Pentacles, please. Because it's yeah, that's upsetting. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for them. It's an offer that came in too late. I'm sorry. It took them too long to catch up to where you are. I understand everybody moves at different paces. I do. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. By the time they catch up to where you are, they're going to see that you're happy. That's all I really have to say. It was interesting to me because you showed me the acceleration. It's everything that you could possibly want or thrive under, this particular energy that will help you thrive. And it feeds back to you because you know who you are. That's what we want. We want the healthy exchange that is the infinity loop, not the circle. Okay. And whatever this is, really is a healthy exchange, the infinity loop. Okay, it gives back in equal measure and it's healthy. Somebody here, and they are a soulmate. They're a soul bond. And time has passed for them. And there is a proposition here. It starts out small. Inquiry, question, communication, you name it. To kind of gently prod, is it possible to fix things with you? I'm not saying they're offering all this on a silver platter. What I'm saying is that time. Wheel of Fortune, Pentacle. It's much slower, and it's no less authentic than what you're connecting with here. It's just their authenticity about what they wanted with you is so far behind that by the time it catches up to you, you already have what they're trying to offer. Okay. It's like they're saying you're my Empress and you're my soulmate, and that kind of breaks my heart because they have the intention of the Ten of Cups, which you're already connecting with somebody else who's fulfilling that by the time they catch up to you. It hurts because the sincerity is here. It's just the sincerity in the offer and everything it means is Just much too late. They moved too slow. They moved too slow, or they weren't in a position to offer you this before. And they recognize the break, and so do you. So the 5 and the 5 and the 5. These two are the classic 5s right here. 5 of Cups, 5 of Pentacles. They're honestly not that far apart. They both denote fear. Fear of abandonment in the real world. I've got abandonment issues. I'm afraid that if I get too close to this, it will hurt me, so I'll never let it get too close. I'll find ways to break it off or not take it seriously. You know, I'm afraid of being hurt. And then the 5 of Cups says, yeah, all that, but on the emotional level. And then P.S. it probably already happened, because it's heavily past orientation. This is usually somebody's projected future fear. And this one is, this has already happened, though. It's in the past. But it's like, I was afraid of being hurt, and I was right. See? And this person's like, I'm afraid of being hurt in the future, so I'm just not going to engage with it at all. And then also it represents loss, things cut in half, financial loss, material loss, being sick. You know, but it's fast forward to the future. It's a proposal to work through any old breakage that you might have with this person, and then also kind of like, I'll work on these issues too, because I know you and I could have more. I see you as the Empress, so here you are with the 6 of Cups, and it's very sweet, and they think so highly of you. They see you as being very generous and loving and possibly maternal. And here's the family card, the 10 of Cups, 6 of Cups, forget about it. That night was just so slow, and the Wheel of Fortune was so slow, honey. By the time this person could put a foot forward to offer this to you, you already got what they finally understood they wanted to offer you. And 4 of Pentacles, holding back, holding on. 4 of Pentacles, the Moon. Somebody wishes under their moon that they hadn't held out as long as they did. It would stand to reason. It's a missed opportunity. They said they waited too long. They held back too long. They were conservative too long. They were too afraid for too long. It does break my heart, but life must go on. Life must go on. It has to go on, honey. It has to go on. You're so happy. And that 4 of Pentacles is experienced not once but twice. So I see it as 2-part. Usually there's 2 sides to every coin, right? It's no less true in tarot. It's kind of like it's a shame, and it's under your moon, that I have to withhold from this offer. I can't accept it. But you don't say that. And they're like, I held on to this offer too long, and I wished I hadn't. It's 2 parts. There's the coin. There's how it's being received on either side. The moon. It's not really spoken. Not really. So there's going to come that point in the timeline in the conversation. I met someone a long time ago. We connected, and it was beautiful. I didn't question it. It was the offer that I wanted. It was the offer I always wanted. I just wanted family and love. Prosperity. Peace, prosperity, and good times, and family. That's all I wanted. They know how much power you have, or they had to know that you were going to be a high demand energy or high demand person, and a high valued person. It's like, by the time, I hate this, I do, but it's real. It's very realistic. It does happen. Yes, real tarot's real life. By the time the offer catches up to you, honey, you're loving it. You're loving something else. You're loving someone else. You have a whole life with them. Maybe that's why I see you celebrating so much, because you know it's the real deal, commitment. There's that real deal energy. Here's another coin altogether that has no inhibitions on it. It's not slow. It's showing up at the right time, and it's a good reflection of where you are. It's a damn good reflection of where you are, so I don't want you to feel bad or hesitate. It's for you. It is. It's everything. You have a commitment to yourself, and someone can offer you the same. So when I tell you everything begins with yourself, that's what that means. I just... So, that's why they kept showing me a fast-forwarded timeline. Sometimes it's knee-deep in the trenches, like I saw with Gemini. Sometimes it's a little bit of the flow here and there, I saw with Aquarius, and they kept pushing that fast-forward button for a reason. That person, the one who likely caused that level of disappointment, pain, and rejection and regret, even opening up just a little bit towards them. By the time they're ready to make an offer, so much time has passed. I keep coming back to that. Even I'm floored by it. How much time has passed, the Wheel of Fortune and the Knight of Pentacles. And I don't know why they're in a position now. I don't know. But it's by the time they come riding into town, as you will, they know who and what they want. And you're already in it. You're in the dream. You're in the dream. You're in the dream with somebody, and it's beautiful. It seems to be coming up. If it hasn't already started. It's like it's bliss from the beginning. So I don't want you to feel bad or apologize for it. But the regret is real. I held on to my offer too long. And I know this. When it's a shame I can't take the offer. I wish it had arrived much sooner. Oh, honey. But anyway, regardless, this is beautiful. And congratulations to yourself and whomever it is you'll be connecting with. If not soon, then soon enough. It's hard to say what soon is in tarot time. It's different for everybody. But I just know this. Between your connecting with this and by the time they catch up, it's more than a year. It's more than a year. They see you correctly, and the reasons they couldn't offer you anything in the past, I don't know, but I just know that it hurt. It hurt, even just to have a little bit of heart space for this. It hurt like hell. And that's why you're showing me not just pain of the past, honey, but the rejection on top of it. There's something about this, your heart space, that was rejected, and you carried that strain for a while. Let's get some... I don't think you need too much advice, honey. Remember, this is your reward. Like attracts like. So that kind of tells me that this person wasn't like you when they last connected with you. You know? By the time they did their own work and their own development, now they're like you. But now it's too late. Let's get some advice, please. Again, my advice to you first and foremost is to not wait. You should have learned that lesson back here. Waiting causes more harm than good, and it causes a great deal of psychological and emotional damage, especially if you're doing it unconsciously. Okay? So no, whatever this is, it looks like you were correct in giving it up, moving away from it, and healing from it. Again, everything I'm saying here today is fast-forwarded. That was correct to do. So again, I don't see you waiting on this. And then I see you balance more and more with yourself. Your heart space gets back into a good place. Your energy starts to pick up. And this is how you know you're on the verge of this. That could take months. Could take days. I don't know. When you're right around this state, that's when things start to take a corner or a sharp turn for you. Okay? And that's how you know you're on the verge of meeting this. That, I don't know. But probably more than a year. But yeah, no waiting here. None at all. You have no reason to expect this, but for some reason, it doesn't look like a surprise either. The Queen of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles, someone constantly questions what it is they can and can't do, or what their comfort zone is, or someone questions their worth, or they don't understand their worth. And there it is. 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 There they are. And that's the one who's going slow. There's that King of Pentacles. Again, nothing wrong with that Pentacle energy. It moves the way it moves. It's just, with that Pentacle, it needs constant reassurance, constant reassurance. This is a good investment, right? This is a good investment. This is a good investment. And to the point where it takes so long to answer the question doesn't get answered at all, or it's much too late to answer the question. And this is the person who has all the skills and ability to understand their worth and their value and what they should be putting into themselves and their lives. But if they hold back, they hold back. And then there's you probably questioning this. You two were on the same frequency, so if there was ever any confusion about that, you two were always on the same frequencies in terms of stability, resourcefulness, long-term outcome, long-term game, home and hearth, right? All that dwell within my home and around it is protected. This is mine, right? And I love myself where I'm supposed to. And in this connection, you questioned yourself quite a bit. Is this a good measure of my worth, me trying to stay at this? And the answer was no. There was too much confusion about what to do, if there was anything to do at all, and you can't really answer that question about what to do if someone refuses to give or let go. Four of Pentacles has both, like I said. I don't know how to let this go, but I don't know how to give it my best either. So it's stuck. Four is repeating. And you're like, I don't know what to do with this. There was nothing you could do with it. If somebody doesn't want to participate fully, then they're not going to participate fully. That's it. And that's all earth across the board here. So you might have some very strong earth in your chart, or you could have connected to one. I just know it denotes the past, the one who's taking too long. Okay. But again, it's not too long by their standard. If they're that insecure about change, if they're that insecure about stability, if they're that insecure about potential breakage before something even has a chance to prove itself, what were you supposed to do with that? You can't make somebody unlearn all that fear of abandonment shit. You can't make somebody unlearn, I'm safe. Not trusting that someone else is safe. You can't. You just can't. You can't. It's like, hey, I know you move slow, but they're slow, and then you're shooting yourself in the foot, and you're missing out on a good opportunity that is me. You can't make someone appreciate that until it's happened. And I hate that people have to learn that way. I do. I really hate that. 2024. 2024. For some of you. April might be important next April. Yeah. There's the confidence, there's the passion, there's the self-empowerment. It's locked under the moon, and it has nothing to do. There's that take charge energy, I know what I'm doing energy, I'm empowered energy. It's still under somebody's moon, it's not yours. Okay. I know what I'm doing, don't get in my way, don't you dare get in my way. With the Emperor and the King of Wands, forget about it. That's heavily masculine, do not get in my way energy. I got a job to do. Get out of the way. And it's under the moon. Some of the strongest aspects are under the moon. And what were you supposed to do? You had to open up and move forward in a different direction. Somebody doesn't know what to do, believe them. If someone doesn't see you as a safe investment, then you're not. It's not your job to stick around and prove it. You already did. You already did. I know that because when they catch up to you, they finally see you as the proper investment that you always were. So it wasn't your sight issue. It wasn't your proof issue. When somebody comes around knocking and saying, hey, Libra, I see you as my Six of Cups, my Empress, and my potential Ten of Cups. I didn't before, that's my bad. That's exactly it. That was their bad. That means these features were already there for them to see to begin with. They could have invested in you a long time ago. They didn't. Okay? Again, they're not a bad guy. They're not a villain. It's just for whatever reason this person had lots of extra steps attached to them to get them to that place of understanding you're the one. I'd like to focus more, please, on this. Yeah, it's coming in soon. I didn't even get to finish that sentence. I didn't even get to finish the sentence. It's coming towards you soon in terms of the expression from somebody. And it's a great way to start things. I like the Knights. I prefer the Knights kick off that romantic energy over the Pentacles. Because Pentacles is okay, and it's a great way to start things. But the Knight, when somebody deploys a Knight instead of a Page, that tells me they're a lot more comfortable with their energy. They're much more comfortable of knowing who they are and how they like to express themselves. So my preference and approach is to bypass the Pentacle altogether. The Page. I keep saying Pentacle. To bypass that Page altogether. When you know who you are, you don't really need a Page. You can deploy a Knight. And this person, whoever it is they're deploying a Knight of Cups to you. So it ends soon. Ends soon. Not later. Soon. And that's what I'm saying. Yes, you're responding to it. and the journey begins relatively soon. Yeah, they know who you are, they know what you're about, and of course they're very attracted to you, but it deepens very quickly after that. Excuse me. Yeah, it's the incoming Ace of Swords and the Death. For some of you, it could literally be Scorpio. It kind of marks a new chapter in your life. Ending one thing officially, and as you enter another. It really does mark a new chapter in your life. This chapter is distinctly over. This other one has just begun. And that's how I know it's healthy. I talk about it all the time, guys. You've heard me say it. When one door closes, another opens. You've already shown me the past tense of something closed, and you're on the, like they said, the precipice of something opening. Okay. All right. We got it. It's going to suck when they come calling and it's like, oh shit, Libra's married and is happy. You know? I mean, honey, Queen of Wands twice, the Empress. You know, I can see you tried to match that person's frequency with the Queen of Pentacles. It's just not you. It's not you. It's not who you are, but I think it was in your effort to show them that you're a stable, reliable person, just like they are. That you were sincere about security too. And those things are still very true for you. It's just they weren't living up to the reality, or they weren't allowing it to match or show. That's unfortunate. Cat jealousy. I wish it hadn't taken me so long, because now Libra's not my Libra anymore. The Gazelle, change, purity. Yeah, it is pure change. Absolutely. That is pure change. Starting over, scratch, freshness of energy. The change is real, and it's the energy is pure for what you're experiencing, you know. And the ocean is in reverse. So that's distance and journey. Oh, that sucks. Oh, that sucks. You couldn't go the distance or take the journey with that person. It was like crossing an impossible ocean. I know. I saw that. The Two of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles, and you're trying to match their frequency for their comfort. I'll go as slow as you. I'll go as slow as you need. I'll go as, just see me as a real person. I'm stable and trustworthy like anyone. Those are also priority. But oh yeah, I also remembered I need feelings and success and a sense of growth, and you're not giving me that. There is no us, really, is there? You know, what are you supposed to do with that? The distance was impossible. It was an impossible journey. Couldn't complete it. Okay, I think we got it. Telling somebody I got to learn to sit up better, because I'm tall, but I have to sit low for the camera so it can capture a table and me. And it encourages me to slouch, unfortunately, and I don't. That does not do well for me. That does not do well for people who are tall. Under the moonlight. I know. I know. You both have under the moonlight. It's beautiful energy. Calm, quiet, intuitive, listening to yourself. I know. But also there's that reflection of both of your energies under the moon in some way. You wished that they had seen you for what you were and trusted who you were the first time, and they couldn't or wouldn't develop with you. They wished that they had moved sooner. I know. That's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Your life had to take a different direction. You can't wait, and it's not healthy too. You are already... You want to connect with somebody who understands and sees you correctly for the first time. Okay? There's no hesitation on that person. Like I said, they immediately deployed a knight. They knew they were talking to a Queen of Wands. They knew they were talking to somebody with a real offer, Ace of Pentacles. They knew they were talking to somebody who exudes that boldness and the beauty of life and the passion to live it all with commitment attached to them. They knew what they were working with. That's immediately why they deployed a knight. They didn't even hesitate, or they're not hesitating soon. They knew what they were working with. That means it was correct. You know, and bless them, people have to learn things later, and I'm sorry. And I'm so sorry that they had to learn the hard way that how much you meant to them later. It's unfortunate. Okay, the mountain. I know it's an impossible mountain. More of that earth energy. The impossible mountain. It's just too hard for somebody to traverse because they see it as an obstacle as opposed to a challenge that they can conquer. But it's not your mountain to climb. It's not yours. Okay. Okay. Oh. Practice gratitude. Absolutely. That's part of the healing process, is to appreciate what you already have and how much further you can improve and thus grow. But always practice gratitude for what you do have in this life. It may not be much, but that doesn't mean you can't take pride in it, right? Absolutely. Last quarter moon in Sag. Oh, for some of you that might be your marker for this new energy, because new moon in Sag, well, any kind of moon in Sag is coming up soon, except for the full moon. But new moon energy, absolutely. And Sagittarius season, that's coming up. That's coming up, guys. That's coming up. All right. Reveal what needs to be seen. Don't settle for anything less than who you are, what you're about. Okay? All right. Don't hide yourself. Don't hide yourself. The Medine of Pisces, Taurus, the letter C, the seahorse, Piscean energy, but also kind of fragile masculine emotion. In other words, it's a little more delicate. But no less sincere. In other words, it's not the stuff that we're easily seen. Okay. It's not easily seen, but when it is expressed, it's nonetheless sincere, which is beautiful. The cat, intuition, and yes, the big heart. Big heart, big love. Big love. Yep. I didn't want to leave my hand. This is the arrow of Sag, so yeah, for some of you, Sagittarius season is going to be your marker for this. But also keep it zero, of course. Yeah, we see that. The busy bee, yes, indeed. You have much to do. You have much to pollinate. Some of you are very immersed in work. You might meet this person at work, but in the context of the busyness, you are fruitful and you have work to do. Dragon, Aries, Leo, Sag. I see that. Some of you might have some very sharp fire in your chart. That would explain a lot of what I'm seeing. But it is beautiful and bold in its own way. And then the letter O. C&O. That's it. Just two today. Actually, you know what? Now that I think about it, more people have been showing me the charms themselves than their actual letters. That's been interesting. Anyway, random thought. All right, Libra honey, put in the comments. I hope this helped you. I suppose all this is to say, yes, whoever this special person is, you'll see them again. And it will have been the offer you always wanted from them, but by the time it arrives, you won't need it. Or, well, let's put it this way. You're both thinking the same thing. I wish they had given me this sooner. And the other person's going to be like, I wish I had given this sooner. But your biggest takeaway from this by far is that you're going to connect with somebody who is your equal and knows it right away. They don't hesitate. They don't hesitate. And that's really what you want. Somebody who sees you and claims you when they know it's true. They don't have to second guess it. They don't have to question themselves. They know. Just like you do. Okay. It's beautiful. Put in the comments. Take care. Be well.